Good morning, friends. It's Monday morning and I am wearing an evening dress with like quite a substantial slit up the thigh, sitting up in the office, just like hanging out, because I was going to film a video about shapewear, turned on my camera and the battery's dead. And Milo has kind of barricaded me into this room because he's playing with all of his toys outside in the landing. So I have nowhere to go. So I'm just gonna hang out here for like 20 minutes and wait for the battery to charge. Couple of things. Can't leave much more miserable than trying on shapewear in a heatwave. Also, while I was filming it, the shelves in my wardrobe collapsed. You can also really obviously see the band of the shorts the same way. I mean, not as badly, but fuck me. Fun times. They weren't overloaded. The unit's just been moved too many times and they're a little bit too far apart, so I'm gonna put some screws in for the to like hold up the shelves rather than the tiny little things that are completely pointless. Oh man, I'm so warm. I'm so warm. I'm gonna go and edit. Can we just have a moment for the benefit of children? Starbucks delivery. Ella ordered me a drink from Starbucks without me asking. Taking so many things off my list today. You know when you've got just like, I talk about this all the time, but that constant to-do list in your mind. So many things of like returns, complaints. One of the things was someone had charged me something they shouldn't be charging me for. I need to send an email and complain, and I'm getting my refund now. Stuff that I've just been like, just get it done. Just get it done. I've sent some vintage stuff that I've sold. I went and dropped it off at the parcel shop. Also, I went to Tesco and they had a bunch of these like potted snacks and everything was like on sale. Not mega on sale, but you know, discounted and stuff. And I thought I might try them. I don't know how I feel about a chili con. Do you know what? I'm gonna say, I don't know how I feel about chili con carne that's just like sits on a shelf. It doesn't need to be refrigerated or frozen. But I did used to, and probably still would, really enjoy that, you know, the stag canned stewed meat. Oh my God, so delicious. I used to have that all the time. My mum used to make a pie with it, just super easy. And now I'm thinking about it, now I want to go and make a pie with that stuff. But tinned, it sounds gross. Although, again, so does this if you weren't brought up on it, doesn't it? Spaghetti bolognese in a tin sounds really gross. Anyway, the crazy thing was these were cheaper than the ones that come in sachets. I think these were like 50p and they were 60p, whatever it was. I decided to get these because this is even easier to eat out of a pot. And these I've never tried before, but it sounds delicious. Also, two of my favorites, soups that I get, lentil and vegetable and country garden. I was talking to someone the other day about like low calorie meals that don't feel like low calorie meals. These, for an entire can of soup, the country garden one is 144 calories. So you can have that with a couple of slices of bread and it's still really low, but it feels like a really hearty lunch. Anyway, I've got to get back to some editing. I thought I would just pop in and say I have been out of the house. I just forgot to vlog. Proof, evidence of it. And we're back in the garage. First session on the bike. Honestly, I didn't do a lot last week. But we're on the full countdown now to Vegas. So I'm getting in my 10,000 steps and I'm doing the bike every day. We've been using my profile on the app. The whole thing is progress. The whole thing is like collecting badges and shit. So we'll be having words. No, I managed to delete his rides so that I can kind of keep going on my own profile. Oh my God. Because I want to be able to track my own progress and, you know, whether or not I'm actually improving. I'm also doing a little bit of strength training and just like, not strength, I mean a little bit of weights, but mostly like my own body strength, calisthenics or whatever it's called, like push-ups and stuff, because I am so weak in my upper body. So it will be interesting to see over the next 2 months whether or not anything really improves with very regular routine of this kind of thing. Anyway, I've got to go inside and eat something. I actually already kind of prepped dinner before I came out. It is a spicy tomato prawn linguine. This looks so good. We both agreed that was the best HelloFresh we had in ages. Funnily enough, I completely forgot last week to pick my menu. So I was like, oh no, I'm just gonna get a random selection of things. And one of the things was this meal with prawns, and I would never ever ever have chosen that because Lee does not like seafood. But I basically made it and made the prawns separately, and I just had the prawns on mine. It was so delicious. It was so delicious. I would have eaten it without the prawns. It had courgette in it. It was kind of like a spicy tomato sauce. Really easy to make. I am absolutely going to recreate that. Possibly just like a vegetarian version with more of the courgette for a little bit more crunch. But honestly, restaurant quality. We are currently revisiting Better Call Saul. We tried to watch it a few years ago after we finished watching Breaking Bad, and we just didn't really get along with it. And now I'm like, why did we not? Should we persevere? Not normally into herbal tea, but I've been looking for kind of like a nighttime drink, and I've not been sleeping incredibly well recently, so I picked this up. I am not convinced that I'm gonna love it. A dreamy bed of oat flower, lavender, and lime flower. It is a very strong fragrance. Like, directly outside here is the world's largest lavender bush. Everybody comments on it. Everyone that comes to the door comments on it. It feels like I would be just drinking a cup of that. I'm gonna have a little bit of my current favorite chocolate. This is what I put in the semi-freddo that I made at the weekend. I actually bought this bar to make more of it, but I'm just gonna eat it as chocolate. Look, oh, it's so yummy. Honestly, this smells like something that you'd put on your eyes to go to sleep. Also, FYI, I put the mugs back on the shop the other day. If you missed them the first time, I'll link them down below. Anyway, I'll give you a taste test, I suppose, before I leave you for the day, because we're gonna need to know, aren't we? I'm using my laptop as like a light to film this. Let's see. It's very warm, but I don't want to wait. Probably gonna burn myself. Okay, it actually doesn't taste that bad. It's a very strong fragrance, very strong. It doesn't taste the same as it smells. Plus, if anything, it should have tasted, well, I don't know. I was gonna say, because I've been eating this chocolate. So you would think it would taste more bitter, but the chocolate is kind of bitter. So maybe not, I don't know. Anyway, on that bombshell, I'm gonna leave you for today. I'll see you tomorrow.